And we're live! Times two. Hey everyone, I'm Robert Lee, the executive video producer and founder of Shala Productions, where we create marketing videos as well as providing live streaming services to the medical and the educational field, especially in pop culture. And I'm here with
Matt Haas. Hi everyone. I have a bunch of YouTube channels, and I'm a YouTube expert. Find out more at allthingsyoutube.com. Find me on YouTube at allthingsyoutube. I'm glad to be here. We're talking video production. I'm excited.
Yeah, indeed. And what's really cool about today is it's the first time we're simulcasting, not only on Facebook Live, but on YouTube Live, which I know Matt's a big proponent. And, well, I have to admit that before diving in, it was a matter of just making sure I don't want to say master, but have a good rhythm in terms of the operating all the doodads, as they say, with the kiddies, on how you go live on Facebook Live before making the jump. But yeah, I mean, in a practical standpoint, as well as the growth of the program, and just being able to reach out to other folks, because sometimes I forget that not everybody has Facebook, but everyone has access to YouTube. That it makes sense. Am I missing anything here, Matt?
Well, nope. We're simulcasting, and so far we love it. We've been doing it for 27 seconds, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
John is on both Facebook and YouTube, so he gets the double thumbs up award for being two places watching the show. John Kavaleski. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
There's a bunch of people in the chat. Want to say hi to everyone? You want me to?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up a couple here.
I'll get going if you'd like. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Sammy, superstar. We got a superstar in the house.
Woohoo! And we got... Oh, that's you. Hey, at least it works, folks.
Out of there. You should ban that person. Yuck.
Apparently, John agrees too. So, oh well, let's get that up. Let's get that up there. Yeah. So, I'll lead you to it. I just got to pull something up here, folks.
Okay. There's some more people in here. Harneal Media just showed up. That's my friend, Mr. Steve Nealon. Hi, Mr. Steve. We have Love Audio Production. Mr. Paul Weber. He's an audio expert. We said hi to John. We said hi to Sammy. And Mr. Mark Lindsay CNC is in the house. He was getting his coffee earlier. It's very important he have his coffee, so I'm glad he's taking care of the important bits, because we are best enjoyed caffeinated, and that's a fact as well. So we're glad to be on YouTube and simulcasting to Facebook. And yes, it's true. I love the YouTube platform. And I especially like that you can have a page all week waiting for the show to start, and people can come in and start interacting with each other on the page before the go live button is pushed. I like that. I like that a lot. You don't get that on Facebook. You can only start chatting after the show goes live on Facebook. Not the best experience. And I like good experiences.
Indeed.
I do.
Okay.
And I can use all the emojis a little easier on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. You can do shortcuts. See, on YouTube, you can hit the colon and then start typing the name of the emoji, and the emoji will pop up, and you just smack it with the mouse, and boom, you got it, which I like. I think on Facebook, you've got to scroll through the little library and then click on the one you want. There's no keyboard command to get to an emoji on Facebook. That I know of. Maybe there is, but
exactly
not natively on Facebook. You can't do it that I know of.
Yeah. So just taking a quick check on the Facebook commentary. So I know it's on. So I guess just no one's on Facebook
No,
yet.
it's
So
on.
oh,
John's over there. Yeah.
oh,
And me.
did he make a comment or?
Yeah, he did. He said hello again, LOL. John Kowaleski. I
Oh.
called him Facebook John.
Oh man.
If you're on two platforms, we're gonna prefix your name with the platform before we speak to you.
Yeah, I guess.
So YouTube John has placed 4 comments so far on YouTube, but Facebook John has only placed 1. See how that works?
Yeah, I guess for whatever reason the Facebook comments have gone into the void, but the YouTubes are coming in. So score 1 for YouTube, folks.
Well, I mean, oh, John just put a second one over there on Facebook, so maybe that one will fall into your control panel.
Okay.
Robert has the master control panel to run the show, and he gets all of the comments visible to him.
So it's
not so much for the co-host. What's wrong with vMix? Why can't I see the super commingled list of comments?
You know, it's a good question. I'm not sure, but I could probably send him a note about that.
You should probably stop using vMix because of that. You know, would be my recommendation.
I'll keep
buy a Macintosh and go Ecamm. Sammy will second that. Sammy loves Ecamm, right, Sammy?
All I can tell you is it's funny because like in another job in another lifetime ago, I think I was the only PC guy in a Mac world, and most of the time people were telling me that the reason why they love Mac is they just can't find any computer problems, like tech issues. Not this guy.
You can crash anything.
Yeah, I'm like, I think like every time I tell them like, why am I seeing this picture of a bomb, or why is everything freezing up, and I'm kind of like, I would have like this brief pause before they send someone over to come over. But anyway,
Get Robert away from the keyboard. Step away.
Yeah, but alas, I digress. Oh no, I knew I forgot something. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, so the cool thing about going in here to YouTube is just a matter of just trying to get a little bit familiar with not only the interface here, but just also the dare I say the strategy, as a famous person would put it, with YouTube. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to segue into Matt's wheelhouse, just to kind of talk about some of the things about YouTube, whether it's which I'm dying to hear from you about your thoughts or your approach to what everyone's looking for, whether it's to increase their subscriber count or just getting folks to watch their program.
Yep, I can certainly throw a few things your way. Well, one of the questions we were, or show topics Robert and I were batting around, is live on Facebook versus live on YouTube. And I already kind of passed that one along. With Facebook, you don't have a show page that you can have chat messages on with your community until you hit the go live button. And that's not the case on YouTube. YouTube gives you a show page, and you can go there a month out. If you schedule a month out, it'll be there, and it'll allow your audience to chat away. Kilroy's Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop is in the house here, Robert. That is Al Forte. He's
hey there,
Kilroy 79763 on Twitch. And you got to go like this with Al. Can you do the Vulcan salute?
I'm just glad you didn't ask me to like put on the shirt. There we go.
See, he dropped the emoji. Yes, he did. Good to have you here, Al. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And I have my communicator pin somewhere over here.
Okay.
I can't quite find it. Oh, here it is. There we go. One up.
Very nice.
Al just did a meme where he said, he had his communicator, with the little flip up thing. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Scotty, beam me aboard," and a piece of wood beamed down from the Enterprise. I thought it was funny.
Very nice.
I thought it was funny. John Kowaleski says, you can interact with your audience on Facebook too, but only on the preview post. It doesn't carry over into the live show, says John. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Now you know, and no one's half the battle.
Yep. Now if I can only see it. Yeah, now if I can get the preview post to work. I know, one thing at a time.
Yep. I think my my second YouTube tip to grow an audience is something I can share. So I'm going to share something on the screen, or try to. Is this the share button? No. Toggle screen sharing. Here we go. Boom. All right. If it's possible to make me full screen, that would be cool. If not, that's fine.
Let me see if I can get it to work.
This is my patented solution. This is a routine you should do on every video. Okay, so you post a video and you do this routine. You do it several times. You do it a couple days after you post. You do it a week after you post. You check. You come back and you kind of keep doing this routine. So first of all, market outside of YouTube. So if you're not putting your stuff out there in Facebook groups, if you're not putting your stuff out there on Reddit or wherever you need to be, you need to get eyeballs off of YouTube and get them onto YouTube. You got to. Yes, you can grow an audience exclusively on YouTube. I don't recommend it. Your channel will grow faster if you do that. So if you're not doing that, start doing that. Next, after the video is published, you want to check two pieces of metadata. The first is average percent viewed, and you want to make sure that that's over 50%. A lot of times it won't be over 50%. You got to get it to over 50%. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Second piece of metadata is CTR. That stands for click-through rate. This is how often people click on your thumbnails versus how often they see it. That's why it's a percentage. So if you get that greater than or equal to 8%, that's what you want to get. If either of these things don't exist, well, you've got to do some remediation. You've got to learn how to improve the content of your video. In other words, if you're not getting average percent viewed above 50, you have to learn how to hold your audience's attention and have them watch your entire video. If your video is 4 minutes, they got to watch all 4 minutes, or that's the goal. At least 50% of them have to watch all of it. And then if you're not getting a good click-through rate, you have to learn how to improve your thumbnails and titles, because guess what? When you go to click on something, the deciding factor is it a good thumbnail or title? That's why you click on something. So you improve them. Your next video. See, this is where people fail. The secret is in your next video. I have next video on purpose because you've already published the video. You learn from your current video and you make improvements on your next video. So you implement what you learn and the cycle starts over. And that's it. That is the secret to YouTube. It's the secret to growing on YouTube. When the CTR is above 8% and also the average percent viewed is above 50, when those two conditions happen, YouTube starts doing some amazing things. What they'll do is they'll start pushing your video out to more eyeballs. They do that several ways. One way is to return them in search results. That's sort of like the lowest thing they'll do. So when someone uses a search box on YouTube, and YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet, Google being the first largest search engine on the planet, but for the YouTube product, YouTube is the second largest search engine. So they'll return it in search results. They could also do up next. You know, when you finish watching a video, it says, here's 9 videos you might also like. It might be in there. While you're watching the video, it might be on that left-hand rail where it suggests other videos. It could be on the recommended shelf. I mean, there's, you know, the more confident YouTube is that the person they show your thumbnail to will click it, the more places they'll push it and the harder they'll push it. and a longer amount of time they'll push that video. And now no one knows if over 50% average percent viewed and over 8% click-through rate. No one knows for sure if those are the exact metrics you need to hit, but people are fairly confident that that is what you need to hit. They're fairly, now YouTube will never say, and it's impossible to know for sure because no person on the planet has access to the entire data set of all 2 billion users. But we think that that's the metrics you have to get. We think that's what, those are the targets you need to hit. And really, when I say average percent viewed above 50% and click-through rate above 8, what I'm really saying is get more watch time. Because you just can't go tell someone, get more watch time. That's not an actionable thing people can do. Those 2 metrics, average percent viewed and the click-through rate, will lead to watch time. And you can control average percent viewed and click-through rate. So that's really what you want. YouTube's looking for watch time.
Yeah.
And that's how you get it.
I know that there's always like a fair balance between folks giving advice or suggestions of how to increase the watch time, whether it's the creativity approach of the content in terms of eliciting folks that want to watch it, versus the idea about well, I forgot what it was, but it was like the tactical type of suggestions, whether it's the call to action or other type of strategies. Are there any that stand out between the two that you would recommend for folks?
Oh, sure. And you're actually talking a little bit about what Mark Lindsay wrote in the chat on YouTube. He says, interact with your viewers on both platforms, whether you're streaming at the time or not. Interaction, and what your question was, is calls to action that lead to more interaction. It's actions in the name. Yeah. Definitely interact with your audience. I try and comment on every video comment that I get on YouTube. Every comment I get on YouTube, I try and interact with it. I try and actually type something back. Sometimes I'll just heart or thumbs up. But I do try to interact by replying on a comment on YouTube. Giving your audience explicit calls to action is always better than something general. For example, a mediocre or poor example would be, if you have any tips for a show topic, let me know. Like, that's a very broad thing. People might think for a while and give up, I don't have anything. Or you could say, should I talk about average percent viewed or should I talk about click-through rate? If you give them an A-B choice, then they will respond. And when they respond, they're typing chat messages or they're leaving comments on the video. All of that's interaction. You can say, slap like now. And that's something that they can quickly, they don't have to think about an answer. It's just, hey, dropping a like helps the channel because it's recognized as an interaction, and YouTube loves interaction, and it's something free you can do. You can help the channel for free just by smacking the like button. So my tips would be, get specific about what you're asking your audience to do. And the more specific you are, the more often that they'll actually do what you're asking. Mark says, you'd be surprised at the percentage of people who don't know those video frames put on the screen at the end of the video are links to other videos. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mark's talking about the end card.
Okay.
So at the end of YouTube videos, you can put a link. You can put up to 2 videos as little thumbnails, and then you click on that, or the user clicks on one of those thumbnails. It's right on the video. It overlays the actual video itself.
Right.
Mark's saying people don't even know that they're clickable. So tell your audience. You have to. It's like it's like training. You just have to train people to do what's good. YouTube adds them at the end of your video, Al. You have no choice on which videos they put up there. Yeah, there is an option which you should choose that says, put this video in these end cards. It's an option that says YouTube recommends. So in other words, it'll be a video that YouTube thinks a specific user will click on based on the user's history and the user's interaction with you personally, with your channel personally. You should always choose that one because YouTube knows. YouTube's good at predicting stuff. Their business is built on predicting what you're going to do and keeping you on the platform. So you should always at least choose the end card video item that is YouTube recommends. I mean the 9 thumbnails at the end of your video. Oh, right. So when a video completely stops, like when you're completely out, I mean you it's a 4-minute video and you've reached minute 4, then where your video was is replaced by 9 or 6 or 9 videos that YouTube thinks that's what, like, you don't have control over that.
So I just got a message. Not Facebook is working. I've got the first one here. It's from a good colleague, Bob Cargill. He says, "Hey, Matt, I have a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos, but I'm not getting nearly the subscriber views, etc. that I want. What can I do differently? What might I be doing wrong?" And he provides his link on youtube.com/Bob Cargill.
Thanks for the question, Bob. Oh, and hi, Dr. Elo. He's over there on the Facebooks. Hello. Can you keep that question up there? I don't see that question on Facebook, oddly enough. Let me refresh the Facebook page. Thank you. It's weird. I don't see that question. Okay, so he's got how many subs already? But okay. He has hundreds of videos. That's good. You should always have having a back catalog is great. What can I be doing differently? What might I be doing wrong? Rewind this video and do the routine that I've talked about, where you check the average percent viewed, and you check the click-through rate of the videos you published, and you check them, day 2, day 4, and a week out, and you watch those numbers. I didn't really talk about how to actually go through that exercise. Let me go a little deeper now, and this will further answer Bob's question.
All right.
Okay, so I will get ready to share again.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Toggle screen. There we go. Okay. So here I am. So this is what you want to do. So first we'll focus on average percent viewed. So let me get that graphic up here. Where is it? Why is everything redrawing nice and slow today? Oh well. All right, so I've targeted a video. Let's say I've published this video recently, and I want to go to Analytics. Click the Analytics option. And right here on the Overview tab, we have Audience Retention. This is the area you want to focus on, Audience Retention. Now I'm going to do See More because that gives me what I need to work on. And here you've got this graph, and it will tell you what the percentage is of people watching. That means 73% of the people that hit play at minute 0 are still here. And sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. When it goes up, that means someone has rewatched that little segment there. So I must have said something here that was unclear, or I must have said something, close to this area that was unclear, and people went back and rewatched it. And then look, here's where I'm trailing off. So this is the exercise. Now my average percent viewed is 70%. That is amazing, okay? That's well above 50, obviously. So that's what you want. But here's the exercise you can do. my audience started trailing off right about here. So you can put the playhead at this point, hit play. Now, you won't be able to hear. Now, you can't hear what I'm saying. But what I'm doing is I'm watching what I'm doing, and then see how it's trailing off there? Now, what I've realized here is when I was about here, I hinted that the video was going to be over. And when you hint that the video is going to be over, what do people do? They jump off. So I could say to myself, don't do that next time. So that's something I can not repeat on the next video. Let's look at what happened over here. See why people might be rewatching this section. Okay. So now this is a little more ambiguous. I know you can't hear what I'm saying on this video as it plays back. But what I might conclude is maybe someone didn't get a close look at the model at the model number, or like maybe they wanted to get a closer look at that, and they rewound the video a little bit. So that may have been what happened there. Sometimes you won't know. Okay, that's what you do for average percent viewed. And you just keep doing that analysis every time. I know this is a blank screen. You just keep doing that analysis, and the trick is to say to yourself, what did I do that was working? And what did I do that is not working? And then you want to repeat the stuff that works on your next video and stop doing the stuff that doesn't work. Now, for the low click-through rate, what you do is you make better thumbnails and you make better titles. So this was my thumbnail. And you know what I tried to do is like, oh my God, this one's blows your mind. This one's sort of happy. And this one's meh. You know, because I compared these three different lights. And let's look at my average percent viewed. Which is where? Here. Okay, so this is the click-through rate. CTR. It doesn't say CTR, but it, you know, CTR. 3.2. 3.2 is not good. Not good. I want that to be around 8. So now I will start asking myself, all right, well, what can I improve with the title and or the thumbnail? So that is here. So let's look at this. Okay, that's my thumbnail and title. My title was LED Floodlight Review. Open paren, wow, such light. Such light is sort of like meme speak. Maybe such light was like not the best term. If I would conclude that, which, you know, that might be... See, this is the thing. This just hints. It doesn't come outright and tell you. You just have to kind of tease this out of the system. So maybe I wouldn't use such light. I think I did a good job on my thumb. I used those red arrows. Red arrows are gold. A red circle or a red arrow, oh my God. People are drawn to it like a moth to flame. Humans, they can't help but click on it. So that's the routine, Bob. And again, success is in the next video. Like, you can't do anything after you've already, well, you can do stuff after you publish it. But I mean, we're thinking big picture. We're thinking you're running a channel. You know, you're pumping out content. You already have hundreds of videos, and so that's the routine. Really, and if you just do that, that is probably 85% of being successful on YouTube. You can do all kinds of other things. You can do explicit calls to action. You can market off of YouTube. There's a whole bunch of do's and don'ts. But really, what moves the needle are those two things that I just covered. honest to goodness.
I never thought a red circle could do so much.
I'm telling you, I am so embarrassed. Do you want to see something that's very embarrassing?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I am just... it's... Okay. All right. And sharing here. Okay, so this is my Awesome Wood Things channel. This is... and here's my popular uploads. This shelf here. And the fourth most popular video is this stupid video with these two circles on it. Hack the OtterBox so it doesn't suck. The OtterBox is a phone case. I had a failed attempt at being funny. And when I say a failed attempt, I was more being snarky. And it didn't land. I came off like a jerk, like an a-hole. I really did. I shouldn't have done it. You know, to be funny, I said, in order to do this, you have to have these common tools that everyone has. And the common tools were like woodworking tools that you would have to be like a home woodworker. And people were like, man, I ain't got these tools. They were yelling at me. So look at this. This just proves how bad it is. Here we go. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I have about an equal number of upvotes to downvotes. And that means this is controversy. And that's another thing YouTube loves. YouTube loves when half the people hate it and half the people love it. They actually push it harder. Like, I so want to get rid of this video, but it's earning me, ad revenue because people are watching it like nobody's business. And, but the point was the red circles. You saw the red circles on that thumbnail, and people cannot help but click on red circles. It's a hack. It's an ethical life hack for YouTube. LOL, and the mustache and glasses equal I agree. Yeah. See, I don't have a mustache. I have a fake mustache. There we go. How do I look?
Getting a jump on Movember.
Right. For those that are following my piano adventures on my Piano Awesome YouTube channel, I am now learning Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and I cannot be more excited. I am so happy. It will not appear on the channel anytime soon because it's a whole chapter. I have an app that I bought, very expensive app that teaches me how to play the piano, and usually you learn about 15 songs in a chapter. This whole chapter is just that one song. Really excited about it. Really excited about it. Polarizing content is good for views, says John Kowaleski. Yes. Slap like now for John's awesome comment. It is. Because, look, think about it. If you were YouTube,
yes,
and you knew people would watch a video because half the people would be mad at it and half the people would love it, but 100% of the people would watch it. Hello, ring, ring, pick up the Clue phone. Yeah, you would push that video because did you hear me say it? They will watch it. Both parties, the haters and the lovers, they will watch it. It's true. Mark says, I found that the hardest thing to do is entice people to share a video. For some reason, they just won't do it, even if they love it. Yeah, I tend not to tell people to share because often they don't. But I'll say this. When you do share something, YouTube loves it. And they love it because when people click the item that you've shared, they come onto YouTube and they start their session on YouTube from your click, from the click that was shared. That's called a session start in web development speak, and YouTube cannot love a session start more. They love that the most because think about it. the more someone's on YouTube, the more YouTube's making money because they're serving ads. And if your video was the entry point for someone's viewing session, if someone clicks a link on Mark Lindsay's website or Mark Lindsay's tweet or Mark Lindsay's Instagram post with the link in the bio, or Mark Lindsay's Reddit post, if they click that and come into YouTube, YouTube knows that hour-long, say they watch an hour-long video, session watching everyone's video. Maybe only the first one's Mark, doesn't matter. YouTube knows that Mark started that goodness, and then they're gonna push Mark a little more. So if you really like a creator on YouTube, share their stuff because it is a massive boost to the channel. Massive. And if you can share it on something that can get indexed by Google, now when you share on Facebook, that's invisible to Google. It won't show up because they do the no robots on Facebook. But Twitter's public, Instagram, a lot of these other things are public. So definitely share. Share this video too.
Speaking of sharing, I think I kind of found out the mystery as to why we're not seeing some of the Facebook comments. The thing is, and this is more of a boo-boo in my case. So when I was setting up for the stream for today, I accidentally had set up on our group of live streaming friends. So the comments that you're seeing on Facebook is on the live streaming friends. So that's why you're not seeing Bob's remark, because it was on the Shalala Facebook business page.
I don't understand that. So we're on the Shalala business page and we're on the live streaming friends group?
Yeah.
So we're triple casting?
We're triple casting unintentionally.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you clued in your co-host. Okay.
Hey, I just found out. I'm like,
Mario's on one of the Facebooks.
Yep.
Oh, live streaming friends. Yeah, I'm over here on live streaming friends. Oh, that's weird. Wow.
Sorry about that, folks. And
Mario.
The thing is that I'm unable to pull up comments from a group page, but I can pull up from a business or I don't think I can do personal. So that's why we're not seeing some of them. So, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why. So,
okay. Enjoy Jax is on YouTube. Enjoy Jax ! So, I dig it. Yeah, Jax. Glad you're here. Hey, that's Mark Lindsay says, hey, that's more eyes. No problem. Yep.
Which is
Kilroy Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop says, I give out $1 bills for every 100 shares.
Ooh, well, that's something.
Alls I have is $2 bills. I gave these out for Christmas to some of the young nephews. They were like, nah. I was like, thought it would be cool. $2 bills. Didn't land.
Yes, I do agree with Kilroy that all the important people that counts are here.
Yep.
That's a big yes for me.
Everyone wins one pat on the back that they'll have to administer to themselves for being awesome.
Yeah, Jax.
If 2 locations are good, 3 must be better. That's the logic we use around here.
I feel like it's the title of a movie. No, wait, it's like with 6 you get a roll. No, that's not. That's a line from Yours, Mine, Ours. I'll get it right, folks.
Wait, what's Out saying here? He says, "Hey, they have a new space for $2 bill. I can't wait to get my hands on some a new space." You mean are they redoing the design? Is that what you're saying, Al? Huh. Yeah, if my $2 bill gift giving would have went over better, I would have walked into the bank and You can order currency, but I think the minimum is 100 notes. So you would have to have $200, and then they would give you 100 $2 bills. Oh, a Space Force bill? Space Force is going to have a $2 bill? Well, how would that work? There has to be a president on the, or whose image is going to be on the Space Force bill? Maybe you shouldn't answer that question.
Okay. Well, that's something.
John's in all three places we're streaming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You get a triple thank you, John. He says he's in the live streaming friends too. That's crazy.
So I'll have to send you another one of these to you there, big guy.
Okay. So Jefferson's going to stay on the Space Force bill. I got you. Yeah, see Jefferson?
As in like a starship, Jefferson Starship?
No, Jefferson the president.
Oh, no, I meant like the Navy playing off the idea of Jefferson Starship, Jefferson on... That just went right over you, buddy.
But they are being sold for 30. Wait a minute. You can't sell a $2 note for 30.
You are if you're very charismatic.
You could sell you could sell anything for anything. And the thing about money is, people don't know this, but you own it. Like, this is your property. If you wanted to burn this, or you wanted to like carve artwork into pennies or something, it's completely legal. Yeah. Completely legal to do that. People are like, you're defacing money, that's against the law. No, it's not. It's not against the law. Not at all. I'll see what you did there. Yeah. Did you have any other YouTube topics? Did I hit them all, Robert? I think I did.
Yeah, let me just make sure we've got everything.
I just wish Facebook would give you a page where your audience could interact before you hit the live button, and all the interactions would stick like they do on YouTube.
I mean, I know, like with like right before like we went live, you're not able to like post. I mean, you can make a comment, but I mean, it wouldn't show up until like once you go live. So I'm not exactly sure what the 411 is on that. Maybe it'll change. I don't know, but. I guess it's something to look out for.
Well, YouTube is making a really big play with the gaming. I'm sorry, Facebook is making a really big play with the gaming, Facebook gaming, since they're trying to move everyone from Mixer over to Facebook gaming. So I thought Facebook would be better at live streaming, but I haven't really seen it. The real Space Force for the TV Space Force. Facebook is evil, says Jax. Well, you can pretty much say that about anything. But, Google's former slogan, and Google owns YouTube, is "Don't be evil." So there's that. For whatever that's worth. Well, I don't know about you, but I am digging being on YouTube. Are you liking it, Robert?
Well, I'm just trying to keep my head from spinning around like the Exorcist little girl in terms of keeping up with everything. So I mean, it is true that 3 is better than 2, but that's one more thing to look out for. So I'm feeling a little bad that some of the comments I might have missed on our live streaming friends page. I'm just catching up on that, as well as just keeping up on the incoming with the YouTube. So.
Look at this, man. Mark Lindsay's dropping the knowledge bombs over here. He's like, post constantly, interact with your viewers off platform, promote videos in as many places as you can, get a website. I definitely like that last one. Use YouTube to drive traffic to your website, and use the website to drive traffic to your YouTube channel. These are all great comments, Mark. Yeah, post constantly. YouTube is now doing drastic measures if you don't post, and I think 6 months is the timer. So if you haven't posted a video within 6 months, you might want to put something up there because they're taking action. And I think the action they're taking is they're kicking you out of the YouTube Partner Program. So it's not, anyway. And interact with your viewers off platform. Yes, definitely interact. Interact as much as you can. People love the interaction. Post as many places as you can. When Mark Lindsay does something online, it's in 25 different places. Like, if anyone says, "Oh, I didn't know Mark Lindsay did that," like, you haven't been online at all. And then the website. I'm a big fan of websites. I think everyone should have a website. I have 12 that are just owned by me, and I have 104 that I've created. Actually, it's higher now. I think it's 106 that I've created for medium and small businesses. What's up?
Oh, no, just saying, and to Mark's point, if you go to our to the website, shalalaproductions.com, we do have all of our prior episodes of Roast Wednesday that you can catch up. Or if you're still on the YouTube, there's a playlist on the YouTube channel, so you can catch up there. So, so to your point, Mark, I hear you loud and clear.
Kilroy says, does YouTube count live streams as posts? Yes. YouTube counts anything that is a unique URL. So a video has a unique URL. That's, for lack of a better word, a post. A live stream is, and people don't realize this, playlists have a unique URL. They love playlists just as much as they love anything else. So yes, even a community post is a post. Now Jax has a question. She says, "Why do I want to be in the YouTube Partner Program?" The YouTube Partner Program is YouTube's revenue sharing with ads. So when you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 cumulative watch hours over the past year. So the past 365 days, the total watch time has to be 4,000 hours or higher. Once both of those conditions are true, 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours over the past year, you can apply to be in the partner program, and then you have to be approved after you apply. Once that happens, you can turn on ads for your channels. You can do that little banner that pops up at the bottom. You can do cards. The card shelf will come out. You can do the 6-second skippable pre-roll ad. You can do the unskippable ad. And if it's longer than 8 minutes, you can do a mid-roll ad. You can control where these ads appear. You can't control the ads that go on, but you can control where they appear, and then you'll get a cut of the revenue. And that's called the YouTube Partner Program. And they'll send you a check every month if you've earned over $100. That's why you want to be in the YouTube Partner Program. People highly, see this? They'll give you 50 of these puppies. It's a highly coveted thing to be in the YouTube Partner Program. And frankly, people are under the false assumption that you really can't make it, quote unquote. You really can't start earning revenue until you reach that milestone. And that's not true. You can do lots of things to earn revenue even before you're in that YouTube Partner Program. Too many things to list in this show. Jack says, my watch hours or hours of people watching me? It's hours of people watching your stuff. YouTube will tell you how many total hours across all of your published videos have been accumulated for any given time frame. One of those time frames is the last 365 days. That needs to be above 4,000. And your subscriber count has to be above 1,000. Then, and it's people watching your stuff. Oh, Sasha here, Lee, glad you made it. Thanks for sharing all this valuable info. You got it. I also do a show called All Things YouTube where I talk about this same stuff every Monday at 7 over on the All Things YouTube channel. Do check it out. I should probably drop that URL. How about I drop that URL in here? Am I a mod in your... I am not a mod. Can you make me a mod on YouTube? That's more buttons for Robert to push. Sorry, you don't have to do that now. But
thanks.
Search YouTube for All Things YouTube and you'll find me. There's two channels called All Things YouTube. Mine's the green one. That's the one you want. Yeah, it looks like this. There, I put a comment in. All things YouTube. So I have 990 more subs to go. Jax has 10 subs. Go on the Enjoy Jax channel and hit the red button. Oh, I can't put that in there. Darn it. Can you see the inside chat, Robert? I've put stuff in the inside chat, but I don't think you've picked it up.
Hang on a sec. Excuse me. Hang on a second. I'm just catching up here.
I'll get on Jax's channel here. And Enjoy Jax.
I feel like I'm in the control tower at airport.
There it is. Okay, I put Jax's YouTube channel in the inside chat of vMix Guest or vMix Beta, whatever it's called. If you could post that publicly. Or if you're on the actual YouTube page, Robert, you can hit the triple dot next to my name and you can grant me moderator status, and then I can put it in.
Hang on. I'm a little bit behind here, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we looking here for?
That's the link for Matt's channel. Oh, did someone put the wrong?
Right now I just show your web page. I mean your browser.
Oh, you're showing my browser. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, we can't really, like, everybody go there. No one's gonna remember that garbled mess of stuff. But I can paste that in the. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, think so. Hang on.
Do you want to try and grant me privileges live on the air? It's not that hard.
What are we talking about now? I'm a little lost here.
You can grant me moderator privileges on YouTube to mod your YouTube channel, and then with those privileges, I can paste Jax's URL so people can click it and give her more than 10 subs.
How'd I do that? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. So go over to the YouTube play page.
YouTube play page.
Where the YouTube videos, where the live stream's playing on YouTube. Call up that page.
Yeah.
The public YouTube page for Shalalala Productions. Careful, Robert. Matt is a renegade. Says Mark Lindsay CNC.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see.
You should be able to paste it in the chat. Okay, I'll try.
What am I?
Is it? I pasted it. Can people confirm that they can see the URL that I pasted?
Oh, wait a minute. Jack says that she has a quick link.
That definitely won't post. Let me know when you're on the YouTube page of the live show.
So, do you mean like in the studio?
Nope. On the public page of the show on YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta mute the
where
audio.
you're restreaming to. No,
Okay.
see, I can see that I pasted it, but no one else can see it. Okay, Jax, you now need 989, says Mark. Mark Lindsay found it. He's good with searching YouTube. Am I subscribed? Yeah, I'm subscribed to you, Jax.
All right. So I think I'm on the page.
Okay. So do you see my comments for all things YouTube? I have a couple in.
Okay.
Now hover over one of my comments, and on the right-hand side, the triple dot will come up.
Yeah.
Hover over triple dot and choose Make Moderator or whatever it says for all things YouTube.
Okay.
Nice. Now I will.
So what does that do?
That gives me the ability to drop in links that everyone can see. Like, it now trusts me because you trust me. YouTube. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Now do you see Jax's URL of her channel that All Things YouTube posted in the chat? Is that visible?
I'm just trying to catch up here. Hang on.
I'm asking the chat too. Got to get some content up there, says Mark Lindsay CNC. Yeah, she just started it. I'm working on the content, she says. Good. Does anyone else want a YouTube channel shout out while I'm here?
Okay. Thanks, John. I'm just trying to find your icon.
Jax has been helping me with my Yes Challenge, my YouTube Essential Skills Challenge, the YES Challenge. She's been proofreading some of my stuff. So thank you, Jax, for your help with that. Or thank you again. I've been thanking her all along. But Mark Lindsay says, oh, now you've done it, Robert. Matt's going to be linking folks to his favorite taco joint or chili dog joint.
And full discretion, so I just made Matt as a moderator and John also as a moderator too. I'm just glad that getting a little bit of help here. So, I mean, the good thing about being able to the simulcast is that it's definitely the best way to get hands-on in terms of just get your feet wet in terms of doing the live stream, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. So that's why you see me doing a lot of this, because I'm just trying to catch up on all the comments and everything here. Oh, and as well as giving a shout out to John to shout out his channel, the T2 Nutrition and Wellness channel.
Excellent. Well, John, you are now a mod, so feel free to slap your own URL in there. On behalf of Robert, I give you permission to do that. It's his channel.
Thanks. More the merrier, I say, folks.
See? I'm taking liberties already. See? He gives me an inch, and I take a mile. Sorry, Robert.
Uh-huh. Well, I do see your point, Mark, and thanks.
With great power comes great responsibility. No.
Sure.
You're safe with me, Robert.
Oh no. I'm just trying to keep up with everything. So you'll have to pardon me if I look like I was like a deer got caught in the cross lights and got hit by a 4x4 and then run over by a Mack truck. So, but let me just see what we got here. I'm a little behind on the comments here. Oh, so looks like someone found your YouTube channel there, Matt.
Oh, excellent. Great. Thank you.
And here's John. Gotta make sure we gotta give him a shout out there too.
Yeah, I could put my channel in there too for those HTTPS://
Maybe you need a third host since you have 3 streams. Oh, okay. I'll noted, Jax. Yep. Definitely just jumping in and doing it.
Okay. So now see, here's a pro tip.
I'm listening.
Can you put my latest chat message up on the screen for people to see?
I'm looking
if it'll
for it.
Display it all. See that? Sub confirmation equals 1. See what I did there?
What's that mean?
Click that link and see what happens. It's going to present you with a modal dialog box that says, want to subscribe? Yes or no, or continue or cancel. It's one way to tease your audience to actually take action and click the subscribe button. That's the pro tip right there.
So would it so when they see it in the chat, will they see the button, or is it when they click on the link they'll see the button?
I can show you.
All right.
How about I show you?
All right, so let me just give you your screen. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one here. Give me 1 second, Matt, if I can find you. There you are. There we go.
You can see this?
It's kind of dark.
See this? Everything goes dark.
Okay.
Now, I have dark mode on, but everything's even darker. And this dialog box is here.
Uh-huh.
And you're presented with the subscribe or cancel option. I'm going to cancel because I don't want to, what am I trying to say? I don't want to subscribe to myself. that would be even more self-centered than I actually am. What do they call it? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, question mark sub underbar equals 1. If you slap that on the end of your YouTube URL to the homepage, you'll get that extra feature.
So then, for folks that are watching this, comment down below. It'd be youtube.com/ your channel name. /. And then question mark sub confirmation equals 1, and that'll work for
now I used my pretty custom channel name. Some people have that random string of letters, not random, but that jumbled mess of letters and numbers. That works too.
Okay.
Now you have to make sure that there's not like other garbage at the end of it. It has to be at the end of your channel ID. Remember Jax's channel ID was capital UC1AE, and it just kept going like that for about 30 characters. Mm-hmm. At the end of that chunk is when you need to put question mark sub underbar confirmation equals 1.
So
some people go to their homepage and it'll be like /videos, like it'll be allthingsyoutube.com/videos or allthingsyoutube.com/playlists, and then they'll slap it on the end of that. That won't work. It has to be, you get it. It has to be the end of your channel ID. Whether your channel ID is the raw string of characters and numbers that they assign to you from day one, or it's the vanity URL.
So right now the criteria is once you get 100 subs that you can get the vanity name. Mm-hmm. In which case, now for those that are creeping up to the 100, because right now it looks like I'm up to 80 now. So is there a certain strategy as to like the name that you would use? To me, I would think it just the simpler the better. But I've often wondered if it's even that more complicated than that.
It would be the same strategy you would use to choose a domain name for a website. Yeah, I mean, it's something relevant, recognizable, and short. Ideally short.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, this is before I even thought about like truncating the business name. So I know I've used the handle SL3P, so I might do something like that. Although I'm not sure, like if I was looking at it as a branding issue, if that would be confusing, and just stick with the full name as it is on the channel when they see the logo.
If I were you, I would call it Shalalala Productions. I wouldn't do -Boston whatever. I would just do Shalalala Productions.
So you wouldn't do
Shalalala.
You wouldn't do like SL3P because that would confuse things, or okay?
I wouldn't do that.
That's what I thought. I had someone
if you were an Amazon Web Services developer, like an AWS developer, then I would do Shalala X3. But your audience would know what that, when the X3 web development audience would recognize that for what it is. I don't think the general audience would recognize X3 to be La times 3. I don't know if I'm making sense. But
I think I get your point.
Mark Lindsay says he changed his banner and remade about 10 thumbnails yesterday. He made about 10 thumbnails yesterday. Now we wait and see if they help. See, Mark's never standing still. As successful as he is, he's thirsty, and he's always moving the needle. I love it, Mark. Go, Mark, go.
Mark says I use my name, then add the CNC to separate myself from a C-list celebrity. Okay, that works.
There you go.
John says SL3P is too much of a departure from your business name. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Sasha has a question from the Shaha.
Oh, there it is.
I only want notifications from my live streaming friends' channels at this time. If I click the bell for your channels, will I be notified for other channels I have subbed to? No, only the channels you'll have bells on, where you get will you get notified for?
What he said.
Yeah. Al says, Mark has a great stash and glasses. Yes, he does. Mark does have a great stash and glasses. He has those aviators, which I love.
I need to work on mine. I'm just too busy / lazy working on other things like Fusio to easel toolpath.
Toolpaths. Yeah, that's a CNC machine language. Kilroy has 3D printers and other computer-controlled robots, and what he's talked about is the language that they speak.
Nice. As they say, it's always good to learn something new every day.
A lot of my friends have armies of robots that make stuff. It's a wonderful space to be in, and interesting and lovely creative people. I love creative people. Where are my creative peeps? I love creative. And, making videos is creative. Like, even if you're, talking about retirement accounts, it's video creation. I love it. Creative people, man. Give me the creative people. I love me the creative people. And if you're a Star Trek fan, even better. Yeah.
Actually, now that I have people here, earlier, last week, or no, 2 weeks ago. Well, never mind. Let me get to the point. So we've been just trying to create some prototype signs for folks, whether they're either on a video conference or, let's say, if they're doing a live stream program, like here. And oftentimes, folks have problems with audio, and so like my brother and I, we came up with the ideas of creating these signs just to be able to help with the communications, or just kind of like help kind of jazz things up. And so here's a couple that we made. And then there we've got the, as you notice, the E's missing. And so I'm curious as to hear of folks' interest or like what folks thought about. So since we've got a great crowd here, I thought I'd throw it out there to folks. Is it something that you guys have a need for, or just is it something that you find helpful? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
I think it'd be fun to have a few. I mean, I do like my thumbs up that I made a while back. This is just laser print with crayon and blue highlighter taped to cardboard. It works.
Or for us, it's a wooden stick, cardboard, and tape in old image. Let's see.
I love the signs. Reminds me of Wile E. Coyote. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't let my hair grow out to look like Wile E. So. But it may be something I may just ask again. We're just trying to find like some common phrases or messages that folks use.
Sasha wants some. She says, I def have a need for that. Nice.
Yeah, I figure it's better than going, because you never know if they mean like, is there something plum loco with the person's noggin, or they mean I can't hear you. So
yeah.
All right, that'd be good to know. And then Mark says,
my kids would use them like crazy. Love it. I love it.
okay, cool. Oop, got the wrong one. Well, there it is.
Mark thinks the signs are a great idea. Nice.
Thanks, Mark. All right.
Nice.
So we'll start the...
We need a throat punch sign. Yes.
That's kind of an inside thing that John and I would use, like if we work on projects and we think we may be dealing with a difficult client or maybe just something difficult, that we go throat with punch. That. I'll leave it to the expert with John there. I don't know if it's like that or I'll have to work on that. Yeah. But okay. So here's one.
Oh, see, Harniel Media has the right idea. Yeah, we have a need for mute instead of unmute. Add another design to the roster there, Robert, please.
All right, let me see what we got here. We got this one. The C's missing there, so.
You have a bad connection.
Yeah. Or here's one if you just want to get directed and to the point. And that's for folks that are giving you like some sass there or something like that, or just maybe they're just going on yammering away. Although
well,
there you go.
I think we can wind down the show, Robert. I think we're ready to wrap up here. Although we are having fun. Is everyone having fun? I think we're having fun here.
Yeah, just doing a little sound off to make sure we covered everyone's questions. I do agree with Mark that I don't want to leave any question unanswered. So just give me 1 second.
I can play music while we wait.
All right.
Welcome to All Things YouTube.
Oh, not that one. Or do you like that? Or do you like 80s synthesizers? Which is here. Oh, Al has a question for me.
All right. Let me.
Or he's going to type a question for me. Jack says, when will Josh start his own channel? I don't know what she's talking about.
She's talking about my brother. My guess is not anytime soon, but I will let him know. Who knows? Maybe he might have a change of heart, but I will pass on the message. So I appreciate that, Jax.
He should give free haircuts to strangers.
Actually, my hair is getting a little bit longer. One more question from Matt. Okay, so we'll hang tight for that. But yeah.
Alex got his question. What happens to copyright strikes in the past when you hit 1,000? What is the best thing to do with them? Well, there's two types of copyright action. There's claims, and then there's strikes. You use the word strike, which is a very harsh, it's the most harsh thing a claimant can do to a channel owner. And it's not so much what happens when you hit 1,000, it's what happens when you get 3 strikes in a certain amount of time. If you get 3 channel strikes or copyright strikes, then they remove your channel from the system. So it doesn't have anything to do with you having 1,000 anything. It doesn't have to do claims, I think they were. Oh, claims, you can have unlimited claims. Claims, no action is going to be taken on your channel or your videos with claims. I've got claims all the time. Half the videos on this channel are claimed because I do performances of commercial songs. I don't play the commercial song, but I do my own performance, and people copyright the melody. Even though I'm using my own instrument to reproduce the music, that doesn't mean I have the rights to it. Someone published that song, and they have the rights to the notes in that sequence. So I can't do that. And yeah, copyright claims. And what happens when they claim is they'll stick ads on your video that you cannot control. Like maybe you don't want any ads on your stuff. Too bad. You got a claim. They're going to stick ads on there, and they get the ad revenue, not you. And that's it. You can have unlimited. Doesn't matter. Doesn't hurt you at all. Claims all day and every day. The problem is you never know if you're going to get a claim or a strike because the claimant can choose either one, and you don't know which one they're going to choose. But the general idea is performances of copyrighted works are very often not struck. They're not copyright struck. That's the more harsh thing. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, he loves the Star Trek theme, as he knows, so that's good to know. Okay.
I'm thinking about starting a reaction channel where I react to music from YouTube Audio Library. Copyright strike that, smart Alex.
Nice.
Yeah. Reaction channels are a low entertainment value type of content anyway.
But the funny part was that at its height, was it the FBE channel? I think that they tried to not trademark. Well, I think maybe they did try to trademark it.
Yeah, they claimed ownership.
Yeah.
You had to give them a license deal in order to react to your own stuff because they owned patent. I think did they patent it or
Yeah.
they trademark?
I think
they
they tried-
patented it.
Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, that was a big joke. And then they published a second video to clarify how right they were, and that was even more brutally attacked than the first video. Then they finally said, "Okay, we give up. This is stupid."
Yeah, I mean the backlash was incredible from what I recall. I'm like, whoa. But can't blame. I guess I was gonna say I can't blame for trying, but then again, I mean it's almost like the idea of just trying to like trademark like a common catchphrase term or something like that. I think it was like. Was it like LeBron James trying to like trademark Taco Tuesday or something like that, or I can't remember, but it's of that magnitude. But
Trademarks something different than patent, but yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
all right. Well, I think we've covered everything, and if there's any questions that we may have missed, just let us know, and we'll be sure to catch it on the next program. But let's see, just a couple of admin stuff before we hang up the old hat. I don't know. Again, I got to work on those things I can't think of right now. I know that's the word. I was gonna say cliches, but that's not really a cliche. But yeah, so what we've done in earlier shows is we have something what we call like a verbose shout out, so that if you have a YouTube channel or website or something that you want folks to have people to know about, or at least to generate traffic there, it's a matter like if you sign up the form here, and on our episode 12, Matt was nice enough to go over the process. In terms of just signing up for our mail list, we be able to do a shout out in a future show, or you just provide us the link as to where you wanted to promote, and we'll be glad to take care of that. So that's episode 12. You can check that out, and then the link for that is somewhere. It's definitely in the description on the respective channels of YouTube Live and Facebook Live. You click on the link and you can watch episode 12. They'll guide you through that. And then just a couple other things. Again, if you're looking for ways of help, just go on to the NAACP.org or the BlackLivesMatter.com. And we're still providing a free live stream service for those that are trying to help the hospitals and the medical frontliners. So the link's in the description if you're interested, and just to reach out to me, and be glad to see what we can do to create a live stream with something similar to that to get the word out, or to raise money, or to raise awareness of the cause. I think that's everything. Matt, was there anything that you want to get the word out to people on, either projects you're working on or things that people should know?
Just check out All Things YouTube, Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when I stream. And join the All Things YouTube Facebook group if you're not over there. That's a great place to hang out.
And, how's the Yes program going?
It's going good. I got my second lesson out. So people are working on the second These are lessons on how to become better at video editing. It's a video editing challenge. I'm given a weekly challenge, and people post their videos that they create into the All Things YouTube Facebook group. It's going good. A lot of fun.
Okay, and appreciate the appreciation, Harnell Media, and look forward
Harnell Media. Yep.
Thank you, Harnell. I'm glad Matt's here to help me with the pronunciation.
It's okay.
And let's see, who'll help you the most? Try Roast Wednesdays with Robert and Matt.
Robert and I both try and be helpful.
We do what we can. And on that note, I think that's everything. Again, you can catch the replay here if you missed earlier of our conversation with and the tips that Matt provided about the strategies with YouTube, which is well, I'll just give the old-fashioned. So you may want to check that out, and on the website at shoutoutproductions.com, or on the YouTube channel here, you can catch replays of prior episodes too. So on that note, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, John, for for the much needed help. Thank you, Jackson, and for everyone else that I'm blanking out on for watching as for our first simulcast for today and for future. And for those that are watching on live streaming, friends, thanks, and apologize for not realizing earlier. So on that note, you've been watching Roast Wednesday. I'm Robert Lee.
Matt Haas.
Stay safe, everyone, and thanks again for watching.